Good morning, Dubai. This is the Lovin Dubai show with me, Casey.
And me, Masa.
And we go through the big trending stories that everyone across Dubai and the country and the world is talking about. Our top story for you today, we're going to talk about the race Hiccups that happened at the T100 Triathlon in Dubai this weekend.
And 101 e-bikes seized after dangerous teen speeding.
Also, a new initiative by Dubai Police to expand noise radars across the city.
And Will Smith posed for pics with the staff at Gaia, Dubai.
In today's rapid weather report, it's mostly sunny with temperatures ranging from 20 to 31 degrees. And what a weekend for such beautiful weather. The world was watching as the DP WTC World Tour Championship finished up at Jumeirah Golf Estates. We had Travis Scott pulling in a whopper crowd in Abu Dhabi, Will Smith in Sharjah, Bassem Youssef in Coca-Cola Arena. It was phenomenal weekend. What did you do?
Amazing weekend with all of things that we could have done. We all missed it.
What do you mean we all missed it?
I missed it. I missed Travis Scott. I missed Bassem Youssef. Missed the race.
Intentionally?
No, it's just not intentionally. Wait, I'm not a big fan of Travis Scott, but from what I heard is that it was a really, really good concert, and I've seen a lot of TikToks online, and I know some of my friends that went. And they said it was really good. It was better than Colby. I'm like, no, that's not possible.
But Travis Scott is famous. I remember watching like an early documentary before the Kylie Jenner era, and like he was famous for bringing such massive
crowds.
Energy. That like his stage energy is unseen. Like how good he is at like, and when you bring that energy as a performer, then the crowd does it. And so he would get people like coming to his concerts just for that, like, and he would create these like massive like mosh pits, but like in good energy, not like bad stuff. And I think the same happened in Abu Dhabi.
Yeah, I've seen videos. It was really, really, really nice. It wasn't because, you know what? I don't like when an artist just stands there and sings with no other things that's happening. Yes.
That's his move. Did I do a good Travis?
Yes. And then he jumps on top of things, and the stage is really nice. It's well decorated. It's I don't know what else they call it. Like they have really nice stage decorations. The vibes are nice. People are enjoying themselves. And I think he sang Fiend 3 times from what I've seen online, and people love that song. So people really enjoyed it, but good for them, but not good for us because we weren't there.
Yeah, but so it's Abu Dhabi kind of season, right? Because we're coming up to F1 weekend. But what happens is you'll have amazing artist performers, for example, coming in for after race concerts, or like Travis Scott at the event last night, and then they may do some smaller concerts in Dubai. So I remember before, like Drake played down in Abu Dhabi, and then he was pulled in the next night for
they do that
club in Dubai, and sometimes like it's
Central C did that also. Yeah,
who did it as well?
Central C.
They
come and perform at clubs also after.
They'll do like, and sometimes it's not like the full set. It could even be like 20 minutes, but who cares?
But still, why not?
It's epic, and they wait until like 3 a.m. to bring them on stage. But anyway, so here he is behind us at Blue in Dubai last night, and there was such a cool moment because someone, you know, when you're standing like right at the front and like taking videos and stuff, someone passes Travis Scott a cigarette, right? And Travis Scott takes a cigarette, looks at it, throws it down and goes, "Stop that."
Well respected, honestly. Respectful.
I love that
attitude.
So much.
I think the person that handed him did not expect that reaction.
No.
I wouldn't have expected this reaction.
No, me neither.
I'm sorry, from Travis Scott. The rapper.
This is the thing.
Expected.
This is like breaking stereotypes, Travis Scott. We love that. Breaking the stereotypes.
Yeah, I was just about to say this. He's literally breaking the stereotypes, and What was people's reaction? Were they clapping? Were they cheering? Like when this happened, or were they?
You'll have to go on to the Lovin Dubai Instagram feed to find out. I reckon they would cheer.
I think they would cheer. Yeah,
I would cheer that moment.
Well, it's crazy. I love that he did that though. But you know what? I feel like what's going to happen. Like if you were at a club, I think they do announcement that Travis Scott comes. I think they do that announcements. But what if it was a surprise guest and he left 30 minutes before?
Oh,
what would you do?
I'd be so upset.
I'd be so upset.
I'd be so upset. The two artists I've seen in that situation, I saw Drake once. This was like pre-COVID Dubai.
Yeah.
And it was when ladies' nights were ladies' nights, and it was like you could just go out and it would be free entry and free whatever you wanted when you got inside.
Yeah.
And it was free entry. And Drake was playing.
No way.
And there was free drinks at the bar.
Whoa.
It was like,
did you expect it? Was it announced that Drake was coming?
I think we heard. It was in my teaching days, and so we went down. I think it was in the same club. It looks really similar, but I think it was called something different at the time. And we got in, but yeah, they don't come on until like 2 a.m. and you get half an hour. It's so cool because it's a small, intimate venue.
But still, like it's if you reach there at around 11, 12. I think it's fine if you wait like 2 hours.
Yeah, well, there's music and like it's a nightclub, so you just...
And you're having drinks for free, so who are you to complain, you know?
Exactly. It was just one of those...
And a free concert.
It was those early Dubai days, those kind of like...
Yeah, when there was free entry.
Yeah, free entry. Anyways.
But a lot was going on this weekend, and I feel like it's just the beginning. Like, this is the beginning of the season of where major events are happening. And we're heading into December, which means bigger events, F1.
Sevens. So much happening. And there's also so much fitness going on. There's so many great free classes for Dubai Fitness Challenge. I was down at the beach this weekend and I saw the setup for the T100 Triathlon, which also went down this weekend. But today we're going to talk about a top story, which was some of the race hiccups that happened. So the T100 Triathlon, starts at the beach and goes all the way to Meydan, and it brings kind of local, international pro athletes as well. And it's a massive 100 kilometers route. So there's a 2 kilometer swim, 80 kilometer bike ride, and then an 18 kilometer run. But in the pro race at around 7 kilometers in, things officially started to unravel, but no one really knew that things were unraveling. There was total confusion. You can see some of the athletes here. They're like, what's going on? So some pros cycled extra laps. Others ran extra loops. And by the time they finished the finish line, nobody was actually sure who had won the race.
So pro athlete Mika Nodet even called it the craziest race and the most confusing post-race he's ever had. The organizers eventually released a statement saying due to technical issues with the lap counting board and the timing system, the official result for the Dubai T100 men's race had to be determined after the 7th lap. The last verified timing, a point in line with the World Triathlon guidelines. Is this fair? Is this how it's supposed to work? Was it someone else? Like, what would you do? This person looks very frustrated.
Right, and so that could be a man called Hayden Wild, who's a Kiwi.
Yeah, he's like, what's going on?
And he basically was a shoe-in to win. I think he'd won a few already this season. And so I think he ran, or maybe he cycled an extra lap unknowingly. And so when he came into the race, I think he saw people were ahead of him and he was like, how has that happened? Right? So he was like, what's going on? He assumed he was leading, but he'd actually done an extra lap. So he did 8 after riding 9 laps instead of 8. And therefore, when it got to the end of the race, you have these people who are being crowned, but they're like, oh, but I didn't really win.
Yeah, but how can a mishap like this happen? That's my question. Like, is it because the course is not very clear? Is it because of the signs? What made some people do an extra lap when some people not do an extra lap? Sometimes it's on the organizers to pinpoint where, or maybe direct the racers. It's like, oh, no, head this way.
So it looks like there was 2 issues. Now, I wasn't there, so this is coming from reports, is that the first guys, the 3 guys who did the extra lap, they missed the turn.
Were they supposed to do that lap, or is it the other people that missed?
No, these first 3 guys did an extra lap.
Okay.
And so, not actually sure why, but the guy who was leading missed it, and the 2 others followed him. Potentially, there weren't people there pointing. I'm not sure why they missed it. I don't know. And then another issue was that the timing monitor that you use to track your lap. So if you're not using a watch, you're using the monitor that they have on these courses, and there was an issue with that. And so that's why some of them ran less.
Yeah.
And so the race organisers after the race, even Mika Nut said, and he eventually came officially second, he said it was so confusing after the race. There was athletes' protests, and so they had to go back to the rule book. And there are rules for these things that, okay, so there's been an error, so they had to go back to the 7th lap.
But is it fair? Like, sometimes people can pass the 7th lap and you can still win. Like, it's not determinate.
But what to do in the situation? Some ran more, some ran less. Now, apart from that,
frustrated.
there was a lot of happy stories from the race.
Alhamdulillah.
Yeah. I mean, there was, we saw Team Angel Wolf down there waving the flag for inclusion. And I think the biggest thing for the Dubai crowd was Ghani Suleiman finished his 100 T100s.
This man is crazy.
In 100 days.
Oh God! Like, I can't believe this is not his first time doing this. I don't know how this man is capable of doing that, but every time I hear his story, I am mind blown.
This is him finishing.
God!
He did, so most people went out and did an achievement of 1. He did 100 of these in 100 days.
Oh,
Absolute legend.
such a legend.
World record.
He's not normal.
He's not.
He's not normal.
Yeah. Well,
Oh my God.
we've had him on the show
Yeah, we've had him
before, and
before
he's
on the
so he has a purpose.
He has a purpose, true. But I don't know how he's doing this. Just has amazing powers, I think. Because it's not his first time, and I feel like if he can do it the first, I don't know. Do you get used to it? Do you feel like the first time is harder, or is it the second time?
Well, it's his first time doing this.
Yeah. But anyways,
I'd say it was such a relief to,
It was a relief.
and also when you're doing, it's a solo mission. Like, yes, there's people supporting you every day, but really on a Wednesday afternoon in the last 100 days, like there was days when he had to go through it solo. But I'd say on the last day, having that support the whole way around.
imagine having the first, meal after winning. How does it feel?
In collaboration with Al Jalila Foundation. Shout out to Ghani, because that was unbelievably impressive and such a great story for Dubai at that T100 triathlon. We have another bike story.
So 101 e-bikes seized after dangerous teen speeding. Dubai police have seized 101 e-bikes across several neighborhoods after catching teenagers riding dangerously modified bikes at over 100 kilometers per hour on jogging and walking tracks, putting both pedestrians and riders at serious risk.
Have you ever noticed this? We put this question to the audience. We have the comments open as always. Have you seen teens on these bikes? Over the last week alone, police issued 130 fines in areas including Nad al-Shiba, following multiple complaints about reckless behaviour. According to Major General Saif Muher al-Marzoui, violators were detained, legal action was taken, and parents were summoned to address the dangers of unsupervised e-bike use.
Police stressed that these modified e-bikes, originally meant for leisure or light commuting, effectively turn into high-risk motorcycles and must never be used on sports or pedestrian tracks. Parents were urged to supervise their children and ensure safe riding practices, including using helmets, reflective vests, and sticking to designated areas.
So this is a crackdown that we're seeing on these bikes, and it comes as Dubai faces a concerning rise in micro-mobility accidents, so these small bike accidents. In the first 5 months of 2025 alone, 13 people lost their lives due to e-scooter misuse and jaywalking. And it's tragic. Last year saw 254 accidents, 10 fatalities, and 259 injuries involving e-scooters and bicycles.
While e-bikes and scooters are popular for being convenient and eco-friendly, their surge in use has sparked debate among residents, with some calling for stricter regulations or residential bans, and others are arguing that outright bans would unfairly impact daily commuters who rely on them. I don't think there should be a ban, but I think there should be a ban on teenagers because they always misuse those e-bikes. I don't want to limit and restrict people that are actually following the rules.
Ouch, against teenagers. That was a blanket statement for 16-year-olds.
I mean, but if you think about it, every time we see misuse, we see accidents that are happening, or people not following the regulations or the the guidelines, it's always the teenagers.
Disagree.
Most of the time, teenagers.
Well, I'm only thinking about when I'm on roads and there's someone walking in a weird place or someone's on a scooter. I don't think, I've definitely seen young people misuse, but I've also seen adults misuse it.
That's very true, but most of the time I always notice like either it's those teenagers that are riding together on one bike.
Those pesky teens.
Just why do you have to be together? Just use different bikes, okay? And the way they swerve, like they see it as a fun activity where they're driving on. I'm so happy that Dubai police is on it. And you know, they're talking to the parents and they're banning their e-bikes. But you're walking on a walking cycle and then you see those little teenagers, because it always happens to me, where they come swerve in front of you or behind you and you don't notice. So if you take one wrong step, they'll hit you. You're gone.
Does it happen in your community?
Away. In my community and in other places where there are walking tracks.
Can I tell you hilariously what happened this weekend? Not hilariously because they're breaking the rules. That exact same thing happened to me on beyond Kite Beach down by Fields, Nisnas Beach. And 3 teenagers on these quick bikes. And I was at the T100 track, right? And so, you want to know what they did?
What?
They went past the barrier onto the track.
Bro.
And they started riding. And I saw the security guards being like, hey, hey, hey. And these kids were flying down this track. And luckily there was no racers within those, like whenever I was there, whatever afternoon, Saturday afternoon, I guess the race had been done. It was quite warm, it was in the afternoon, evening. Yeah. But these kids were on the race track being shouted at by security.
They don't care.
And they just went on, and I think they veered off onto like the foliage, which they shouldn't be on, and took a right and went into the car park again. But yeah, they went past and I was like, that's so disrespectful.
It's so disrespectful, and it starts with one terrible decision maker that influences the whole group. Why do you put yourself in dangerous situations, or them driving on roads next to the cars sticking up to us, you know? Hard for us to drive, sometimes you're in your blind spot. And the swerving, like, why do you have to swerve? Why does it have to be like this? Just drive straight.
They're a bit dangerous.
They're a bit dangerous, but Dubai Police is on it.
Speaking of what else Dubai Police is on.
Dubai Police expand noise radar across the city. Dubai Police are rolling out more noise radars across Dubai to clamp down on excessively loud vehicles and maintain peace across residential areas. The upgraded system uses smart tech to measure noise levels, identify the exact source, and capture video evidence when a vehicle crosses the legal limit.
This is going to be, pun not intended, music to the ears of so many residents. Yeah. So how will they do it? They're also going to look at modified engines, loud exhausts, blasting music systems, and unnecessary horn use. Drivers caught violating the rules face fines of up to 2,000 dirham, 12 black points, and in some case, vehicle impound fees reaching 10,000 dirham.
The police emphasizes this initiative isn't about issuing fines, it's about protecting public health, ensuring quieter neighborhoods, and keeping Dubai one of the world's most peaceful, orderly, and livable cities.
Dubai Police will continue using both patrols and smart systems to monitor noise violations, while also running awareness campaigns to educate drivers about the responsible road behaviour. There are certain communities that I know have an issue with this, or if you're at the edge of a community and you're by a road and they'll say, you know, it's 3 a.m, why do you need to be driving on the road outside my house super duper quick with a massive exhaust or something?
Yeah,
whatever.
And it's usually around the Qudra area. And I have to tell you, is if it's not licensed, you have to get it checked by the police and approved. Okay, so those extra illegal exhausts or noises that you add, if you do get caught, the fines are hefty. They're so big, so don't put yourself in the situation.
12 black points.
Yeah, they're really big. So like, I think just don't put yourself in the situation. I know it's nice to hear that noise, but it's noisy for us. It's uncomfortable for us. You're making us suffer while you enjoy a few minutes.
Tazan Christ has said one of the areas around JBR can be a bit difficult. But when you said it's nice to hear that noise, let's just be really honest with each other. I get no sense of satisfaction with that noise.
We don't, but car enthusiasts do.
My husband used to have a car, by the way, that could make a noise, right? And whenever at certain times he'd be like, look,
Yeah.
And I'd be like, literally, it does absolutely nothing for me.
My brother does the same exact thing to me. It's a boy thing, like I'm telling you. He does the same exact thing to me. Yeah. Adds an extra suspension or exhaust out there. He's like, come, I want to show you something.
Yeah, like, let's hear it. I'm like, why do we need to hear it?
Why do I have to? Yeah, and what's the reaction you're expecting me to do? Like, that's the thing. Like, when he asks me to come see it, he doesn't give me a heads up. Like, I'm not sure where we're walking to, you know? So come. And I'm walking out, I'm guessing maybe he's getting me something out of the car, you know? Destroying my, anyways. And then he starts, you know, like pressing the pedal. And it's like, vroom, 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 vroom. And how am I supposed to react to that?
Yeah,
like, what do you
so
do?
funny.
Do you just stare and smile?
And I think, you know, in dating culture, guys tend to be proud of their car. But I would have had no mass on a particular type of car or its engine or its suspension.
Yeah.
You know, and I don't know.
I don't get it.
Well, do you like loud cars?
Do you force people to listen to the sound?
Like cars that have a loud exhaust system. He likes. Why?
What makes it?
It has aura.
It's an aura.
I don't know what to say about that as well.
What is that? Like aura? But Ujjwal, like I have to ask you a question. So when someone who's not a car enthusiast is forced to listen to that, you know, exhaust or that sound, like what's the reaction you're expecting us to have? Like wow, or is it or should we just smile?
Soothing sound. Disagree.
Soothing sound.
And Dubai Police disagrees
That's not your
as
white
well.
noise. That is not your white noise, trust.
Yeah, it's like what do they say? The Marmite. You love it or you hate it.
Yeah,
It's like
true.
Well, hate it. Okay, final story of the day. Will Smith is in town. Well, technically he was in the country for the Sharjah International Book Fair, where he hit the stage with none other than Anas Bukash.
So, and if you were tracking his movements on Instagram, like we definitely were, you'll know he went straight from Sharjah to Gaia and the IFC, the iconic Greek Mediterranean spot curated by chef Uzu Ani and Orsis Kostasfas.
Very elegant restaurant Will Smith was at. And so you can see in the video right behind me, Will Smith, being the people's person that he is, took an awesome video and photo with the staff, and he looks super open. And so our question to you is, you know, should celebrities kind of, you know, should you let them enjoy their trips quietly, or is it fair game for people to want pics when they see iconic heroes in a public place?
I think definitely give them their space, but it's not wrong to, you know what, approach them and be polite and say hi and ask for a picture. It's just don't be all over them or like follow them or stalk them or track them around, and let them be. But it's okay if you do see someone like the big celebrity and passes by and you go like, hey, it's so nice to meet you. Hope you're enjoying your trip. Can I take a picture? Done, you know? But it's the stalking, it's the following, it's, you know, it's the screaming, it's the forcing them to take a picture with you. That's what it is, honestly. But they're celebrities, so it's if you entered this industry, this is what you need to expect, honestly. So they can't be complaining, in my opinion.
It's a tricky one, and you'd love to get, for example, Will Smith's thoughts on it. But he's an extrovert, so I think he's okay with it.
I love Will Smith. He's so funny.
But I wonder what every celebrity thinks of it, because what you said there is the expectation is because they're in this industry that they should be okay with it. But if you're an actor and your craft is acting. Like why should people be allowed to invade your personal space? And Robbie Williams, he's a UK performer, iconic. He has been very open, first about his struggles with mental health, and then two, with the constant people following him, always asking for photos. The harassment of people.
Yeah.
And he said, you know, he's been on, you know, an airplane and someone, they don't respect the personal space.
Yeah.
So Robbie Williams was like, hey, someone's like, hey, can I take a photo? He's like, look, I'm actually with my family. And he said no to him. And then the person gets salty. And it's like...
And they'll post it on Twitter. Guess who is the rude celebrity that I met?
Yeah, I think it's there's a time and a place.
I agree and disagree. I'm not with the harassment. I'm not with the following. I think you need to respect them because they're individuals and they're people. I am totally against paparazzi. I think this is should never be legal anywhere in the world. But if you're an actor, you're a big actor, you were acting in big movies, you're single, you're a big celebrity, you're known worldwide, this is what you need to expect, and this is just the business. That's it. That's how it is. Either you accept it or you don't. As if you don't like fame, you can walk out of it. Just like how, you know, that actor from Euphoria, it was Maddie. What was her name? I forgot. Anyway, she was Maddie in Euphoria. She hates fame.
Is it Zendaya?
No, not Zendaya. Oh. Her character name is Maddie, and she hates, you know, the whole thing of where people are writing articles about you, taking pictures of you, and she walked out of it. So it's either it's for you or it's not for you.
I wonder if there's a way to do fame quietly.
Here in Dubai, you can do fame quietly.
You can do fame quietly here because paparazzi is illegal. But I wonder if you could, because there's a thing is that, like, you know, you need to be in the press to get the jobs, but if it's possible to live a quieter life in a less famous neighborhood, and you know, like these celebrities have relocated to Ireland in some cases, and I think they're doing. Sarah Jessica Parker has a house in Ireland, by the way.
Oh, look at her.
In the West Coast, and she just goes there. But I wonder if there is a way to grab less attention. But I guess when your name is in the news and if you're drawing headlines, there's nothing you can do. The media, particularly in the UK and the US, will write the stories about you, and it's it is, as you said, it's a double-edged sword of the fame and
world of business. I feel like it is what it is. This is what you walked into, honestly. So you walked into willingly, but I do feel like there should be more tighter regulations in terms of approaching and maybe harassing the actors. 100%.
I imagine, like, it's kind of blanket to say it's the name of the game, but I can only imagine what circumstances, like, let's say you have a small baby and you're being surrounded by people trying to take photos. And as Robbie Williams said in one statement he released, he was like, people barely know who I am, you know? And they see other people going for a photo and they want a photo. And he's like, if, you know, he kind of was trying to say, if it was a real fan, I wouldn't mind. But it's when it's someone who
just wants a picture,
wouldn't be able to name a song and just wants the picture with the celebrity, it's just stupid.
It's so tough because just imagine having people walking up to you constantly, and one wrong move and you're all over Twitter.
I don't get it, by the way.
Cancel
I don't know
culture
why
is crazy.
Having a photo with a celebrity, like, celebrities are amazing and I respect them, but I wouldn't run after someone for a photo. Or maybe I would. Maybe I would.
I wouldn't, honestly. I think it's embarrassing.
I don't know. Yeah.
I'm like, I have so much, no, I wouldn't do it. It's like, I'll just walk. I'll look. I would look. 100% I'll look.
I would be looking.
Curious. I would want to see, do they look the same in real life? Okay, I'll be so curious. But to walk up to them and like ask them.
No, I wouldn't. Like, if Kim Kardashian was at a restaurant in Dubai and she was looking flawless and no one was approaching her, there is absolutely no way would I go near her. I would allow her to have her dinner.
I would be so embarrassed and scared. I'll just...
But let her have her dinner.
Let her have her dinner.
You know?
Yeah, true. No, I wouldn't do it.
I wouldn't do it.
I would never do it, no. Maybe I'll take a...
Let's see.
Snap.
If she comes for F1 and... Oh, yeah.
Guys, look who I caught.
No, it's not paparazzi if it doesn't go on media. This would be for personal use. But when you have amazing celebrities like Will Smith kind of happy to pose, then there you go.
Yeah.
That is the end of the Lovin Dubai show on this Monday morning, middle of February? Casey. Middle of November. Coming into end of November. Thank you, Messa.
Thank you, Casey.
And we'll see you back here tomorrow morning, same time, same place. Have a beautiful day. Bye-bye.